Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Just set the link here. Let's go, guys. How are you? Are you? Good afternoon, my bro, William. Khalid. All good, all good. Good afternoon. Please, when ready. Okay. We're gonna work on that. Gio. Hello, Mariam. How are you? Just suggest this here. Okay, there we go. So, guys, how are you? Should be a Freaky Friday today. Freaky Friday. You guys know how the Freaky Fridays work. You guys already know. Should be a very fun day today. I think we have news today. Yeah. We have news at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Plenty of time. Okay, let me go here. Okay. Let me just. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? You good? Now it's all done. I can answer everyone. Let's go. How are you, brother? You good, George? Ready for a Freaky Friday? Freaky Friday. Damn, bro. The week just passed too fast. It's Friday now, man. Too fast of a week. Too fast. I don't really enjoy the weekends, because we don't trade, so we still have some things to do, but trading is not there. So you have Moss. How are you, Moss? You good, my bro?
All good, bro. All good.
Nice, man. Ready for a Freaky Friday?
Always. Every week on Friday, I'm early.
Yes, sir. You're early.
Yeah, so I normally just log in around 1:30 because I know that's when we start. But for a Freaky Friday, I'm like at the laptops. Eventually.
Yes, sir. Hey, no, I have an idea. If you get 50 likes about, bro, we're gonna announce the giveaway on the weekend, you know, because on the week we have too much stuff to do. So gonna be way easier for us to announce it on the weekend. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. If we get 50 likes, we might announce it today, like around 8, 9. What do you guys think about that? I think 50 likes is pretty possible. We have one stream with 65, if I'm not wrong. So 50 is pretty possible. Yeah, guys, talking about the giveaway, it's like the giveaway is closed now. So let's see, 15 people here. Guys, if you want to help Khalid, because he's giving some good ideas, drop a like. Let's get to the 50 likes today. Let me just check something. Be a very nice day. Space 14. It. Let's change this. Okay. How many people participate? Bro, you are one of them. I know that. But I think was around. Oh, bro, let me take a look. I think it was around 7, 8 people, probably around that. You know. Not too many. Damn, guys. I just started to do like a 30 minutes cardio in the morning and a cold shower after, you know. Damn, guys. It's like a energy boosting, you know, like a really big coffee after. Damn, you feel so nice, you know. It's like a boost for the brain, you know. You wake up you wake up straight to the cycle, 30 minutes, then a cold shower, then a big coffee. Sheesh. So like a boost for your brain boost. Bro, I've been trading since 2020. It's like the start of 2020, you know. But trading with like a course, you know, that I can learn, the people that I can see, you know, like learning, like really learning deep into the stuff, you know. Not like, because yeah, bro, I I follow some signals, you know, at the start, you know, like that kind of stuff. Like 2019, I think I follow some things, you know, some signals and that kind of stuff. But yeah, in 2020, I really make the decision of like dedicate myself 100% to this, And around 2021, I get funded with the funding talent. I think you guys know. And yeah, the company just closed down. But yeah, we're around 3 years.
Good afternoon, people. Hope everyone is doing well. How's everyone doing? Unlimited time for these challenges now. Let's go. This is sick. This is sick. Let me quickly just have a look. What's the company called? My Forex funds? No. Yeah, okay. Unlimited time, bro. I want to be amazed today. Unlimited time. I think I heard something along the lines of, okay, wait, so what's the catch though? What's the actual catch? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the actual catch? Bro, they've actually, yeah, what's the catch? Why are they?
Why?
Why?
Bro, I know why. Because FTMO
done as well? Okay.
They change and they not lose the clients, they need to change too. So they change at the same day that FTMO announced it,
Amazing, bro. Yeah. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Bro, it's time to rinse out these accounts now, man. Good morning, Jew. Good morning, William. Good morning,
No
Khalid.
excuses now.
Please add win rate on stream, monthly and all time. Yes, we will start doing that. What's happening, Mariam? Hope you're well. What's up, Khalid? Nuno, I have an idea. If we get 50 likes, how about announcing the giveaway winner? Or have we not done that yet?
No, not yet. We're gonna do it on a weekend,
Okay. Why do you have 100k subs but very low views? No hate. So this YouTube channel was not actually a trading channel. This used to be my business before I got into trading. I was actually a YouTuber. So the subscribers that I had were actually from different content. It had nothing to do with actual trading. So that's why the views are very low, because the subscribers are not for the actual trading content. It's for different content. Hey Nuno, I want to ask how long have you been trading for?
I just answered, bro, that question before.
Nice. Again, man, yesterday, garbage markets, right? Today we actually have news coming up at around
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Yes, sir. Should be a good day. Because what they've done now is the price is actually heavily inflated, right? On the intraday, if you actually pay attention to the price, it is heavily inflated. The funded trader you were looking at yesterday, they believe not more people will pass the challenge because traders still want it too fast, so therefore they also change the challenges. You know what? It makes perfect sense for them to actually extend the date, because what's happening now is people sort of don't have like a timeline to pass the challenge within. So when you don't give these people a timeline, they're gonna start becoming rogues, right? So when someone goes rogue, they will start to basically YOLO everything, right? Rather than being sensible and actually taking their time to pass these challenges, I think the prop firms actually removing the restrictions that they had, it would cause more failures, in my opinion. It would actually cause more failures because it's a psychological game, right? If you put timeline on someone, you're putting pressure on someone. But when you have timeline, there is a structure. But when you take away the timeline, there is no more structure. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. 38.11. 1938.11. So I think it's one of those kind of things, right, where they will take the structure away and it will just be all a free fall. People will sort of do whatever they want to do, and if you give all of this power to an average Joe, guess what? They will abuse the power, and when you abuse the power when it comes to trading, it causes nothing but issues, right? It causes nothing but issues. Anyway, seems like the monthly is still trading above all the major levels. Super bullish at the moment, quite bullish on the monthly perspective. Looking at the weekly, we are actually retesting this resistance area here, right? So if we look to the left, look to the left, look to the left, we have this wick area which we are obviously approaching, which being the resistance area, and we can see looking to the left, it also has been retested and respected in the past. And anything above this, now you've got another major key level coming up, which is essentially the next resistance area, the next wick area, right, which is all the way up here. So essentially this is your range now, and you can actually see major rejections playing out from this area. So I think it will be very sensible sort of staying out of the markets unless you can catch an intraday pullback. It's really tricky actually looking for a buy position at the moment, or even looking for a sell position until you actually have valid confirmations, right? Because you're sort of retesting these major key levels now, major key levels, 65 again, another psychological level. So the safest thing that you can do as a trader is actually wait for those intraday pullbacks, right? So again, same thing applies. Let's mark out the daily range at this point. Daily highs being all the way up here. Seems like it has retested the highs of the previous daily candle. Daily lows being all the way down here. Very small daily range once again now. Yesterday we just saw 100 pips, and today once again, guys, so slow. It's just about 90 pips, right? So look, as traders, we just have to mark the areas out and wait for our confirmations. Is very simple. Again, we are expecting some sort of a U-turn, some sort of a reversal, because if we do start to see some sort of a reversal now, then we've got plenty of room to the downside, right? We understand that there are major imbalances to the downside at the moment. Even we have the range from yesterday. So today could be either super volatile, or again, it could be super dead. And next week, that's where the volatility kicks in, right? But actually yesterday, nothing played out. I'm pretty sure yesterday people lost a lot of money because the market conditions were just garbage, right? But we came out protected. We were super protected. Really good positions we took. Everything was amazing yesterday as well, right? So again today now, you've got your 58.91, which is another key level just here now. 58.91. That's your intraday 50%. Got the daily highs, got the intraday 50%, and you've got the daily lows. Again, another thing is that the dailies only moved about 100 pips, so it's very realistic for them to give you some sort of a rejection, some sort of a breakout past the 50% area, and most likely a retest of the daily lows. So looking at the 4H as well now, another thing which we need to consider is the 4H levels. So 4H level also aligns perfectly with our intraday level, which is good. So let's mark out this range, and we can start looking for those short positions below the daily 50% as well as the 4H 50%. And if it's a U-turn that they want to give you, then we can start looking for that support candle to be established, and then break of the support candle to start taking it back up, right? So 58.83. That's the 4H 50% area. So we've got sells below this. Either a closure or a breakout. It really depends on the volatility that we have. It really depends. But essentially, this is what I will be interested in taking. A sell position below this, and then you've got the daily lows. You're anticipating the daily lows to get retested. You've got plenty of room to the downside, don't you? So again, the minute they start to go past the daily lows, then you've got obviously the previous daily lows, and once you start to exceed the previous daily lows, guess what? You have the area from yesterday that you need to retest anyway, which is the previous daily 50% area. We have this area here. So you've got plenty of room to the downside. That's your previous daily 50% area. Another major psychological level, 45. You can start targeting the 45, 46 level. And there you go. Let's look at the structure on the 1H. Okay, 1H is starting to reject. Again, another imbalance as well. You do not have a low down there, so that's good. Looking at the 30 minutes, yes, let's give this a go on the break of the lows over here. Let's give this a go. SLs will go above the highs of the previous 30-minute candle. 5 pip break below this. Let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. 5 pip break below this. Okay, make sure you guys are giving it a go. 5 pips break below. SLs above the highs of the previous 30-minute. 5 pips above. You're securing some sort of profits as soon as it starts to spike down from here. About this is going to be your profit area. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. You're going to start making it risk free as soon as it gives you a 10 20 about 10 pip spike, 10 to 15 pip spike. You want to start making it risk free, right? Yeah, this should be your risk free area. 57.05. Yeah, this is your risk-free area. You want to start making it risk-free here. And also your TP1 area. So now when price drops down to this area, you want to make it risk-free, apply risk management, and that's also your TP1. You want to secure your partials here, and you want to let the rest run. This is your TP1 area, your risk-free area. SOs will be 5 pips above the highs of the previous 30-minute candle. Oh, your TP1's getting hit, guys. Okay, at this point you want to apply risk management since your TP1 area is getting hit, and you want to let the rest run. This is where you are using the aggression to your advantage, right? Again, it gave you a very nice drop from here. We anticipated this, and at this point, look, there's plenty and plenty and plenty of room to the downside. So this is just your first target now. Next target should be your next support area. And then you've got the daily lows coming up. You've got so much range to the downside, right? So there it is. Your TP1 has been hit at this point now. Very nice position here. This is your TP1 that's just getting hit now. Literally, you guys can see. Very nice trade. That's about 15 pips so far. And let's see what they do next. Very decent position. Very, very nice position. Breaking the lows of the NY candle. Very, very nice, honestly, very nice. And this is what we were anticipating. It's a clean breakout past the daily 50% as well as the 4H 50%. Your intraday is becoming bearish, your 4H is bearish. Look, at this point now, the minute we start to see a breakout past the daily highs, which is again the previous daily 4H, it can start spiking down so nicely, honestly. It can be such a nice spike down. But this is where, guys, your TP1 has been hit now. You want to make it risk-free, and essentially let's see how much it can drop. It's a risk-free trade at this point. Risk-free trade. Let's see how big your thing will be here. If you were to look for something else, 63.07. Okay. Yeah, you've got so much room to the downside, to be fair. Let's see if they want to give you some sort of a correction. Okay, let's say yeah, you got so much room to the downside. It's a clean position. Even like I was looking into, I was looking for some scale ins. It's got so much room to the downside. It's such a decent position, honestly, such a decent position. It's got too much room to the downside, honestly, a lot of room to the downside. The next TP area should be this TP2. That's your TP2 area. Again, it's a support area, so you do want to secure some more profits down here. That's your TP2 area. And once your TP2 area gets hit, you're anticipating basically a wick fill on the 4H, right? Once you have the wick fill, that's where you are anticipating a breakout. You see a wick fill, you see a breakout, that's when you will see gold just starting to drop for the rest of the day, right? Your intraday has actually become bearish at this point now. It's a bearish candle, the intraday. Very nice position taken here. Again, risk-free position. Since your TP1 has bin hit, your TP2 area is all the way down here now, which is another 13 to 14 pips. And then we are anticipating a wick fill on the 4H, right? The wick fill area being all the way down there. As soon as that wick fill gets area gets retested, if they start to give you a breakout past that wick fill area, oh boy, it will be amazing, man. It will be such an amazing play in the markets, honestly. It will be so good. It actually will be such a clean play in the markets. Because at this point, again, look, understand that everything is quite bearish in the markets at this point, right? Every single thing in the markets is actually quite bearish at this point. So the only thing that I can see now is essentially this candle here was the liquidity candle once again, breaking above the previous 4H candle, essentially just grabbing liquidity, right? And now once that they have generated liquidity up here, this was your liquidity play up here, right? They gave you the cleanest sell-off after generating liquidity, right? So if that was your liquidity play once again, we anticipated a breakout here below the daily 50%, below the 4H 50%, which is our scenarios that we always take. And now we are anticipating a retest of the daily lows. So we've got another essentially 26 pips to the downside. It's a very decent position. Let's see. And you've got plenty and plenty of range, man. You've got so many imbalances to the downside. So did you personally take that trade? Of course we did. Of course we did. Of course we personally took that trade. We don't give out anything that we don't take. The trades that we take are the trades that we give out. But that's a very clean trade, guys. For Friday, that's around, how many pips? That's around 17 pips. 17 pips. Very decent drop on gold. Around 17 pips. Very nice.
And very safe stop losses above the 30 minutes.
Exactly. Exactly. Very, very decent stop losses. Very safe stop losses. Very decent area where we applied risk management. It wasn't even, impulsive risk management that we applied. It was very decent area where we applied risk management and secured profits, and rest, you just let it do its thing now. Very, 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 very decent trade. And now at this point, the next 15 minutes can essentially do the next thing, right? Whatever it wants to do next now. It's on the next 30 minutes now. Let's again measure the range. 5 pips break below. And again, if you guys are looking for something else, most likely will be with the new 4H now. This is a very decent position. You want to let this play out if you have not been taken out in terms of your runners, right? 5 pips above is the SL, right? 08, 6308. This is a very decent position. And usually Freaky Fridays is again a one-sided play in the markets, right? So yeah, very decent. Very decent. Most likely you will see that 40% target getting hit, the 50% target, most likely with the next 15 minutes. Still trading below the intraday lows. Very, very nice. Very nice position taken here. Will there be another trade today? Yeah. We will try and take another trade as well. Most likely when there is more volatility in the markets. At the moment, this is a very decent trade, and this is gonna run most definitely. Make sure. Make it risk free at 0.30, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And 0.40 secure it. Guys, again, next trade most likely will either be with the new 4H, because there's so many imbalances to the downside. Everything's super bearish at the moment. Very nice trade here. Very, very nice trade. You literally had minimum drawdown on this. It went straight to your TP1, and now the next TP2 area is basically all the way down there, right? let's see this. That's a rejection area here. And then you've got this as a rejection area. Yo, what's happening, Piri? What's happening? Very decent position taken here, man. Freaky Friday paid us today. It paid us today. That's the new 15-minute now. The new 15-minute open. Let's see if it can give us that next leg down. Very decent trade. Sort the breakout below the daily low, the daily 50%, the 4H 50%. What business does this candle have now coming back up? No business whatsoever at this point. Might expect a pullback. You can see a pullback, which is again expected, but if the pullback is done and then they start to give you another breakout, that could be the opportunity for the next trade, right? Because this trade is done, we secured our profits. So now we need to, as traders, start marking out the levels, the pullback levels, right? The pullback level being this area here. So this is the max pullback. Now if we see a pullback up to this level here and the next candle starts to give you another breakout, I think that could be another opportunity to scale in. This should be the max pullback, 30 minutes. There you go. We have a pullback level all the way up here, and so another opportunity can show up. Obviously your TP1 has been hit on the first trade that we gave out. Now the second opportunity makes sense. If they give you a pullback and essentially start to break past the lows again, then you are trading based off the 4H, right? Look at the 4H. You have the wick fill area all the way down here, and this is your current 4H lows, which we need to see gold violating anyway, right? Your current 4H lows is the first wick fill area for us, and then the minute it goes past the wick fill area, the next wick fill area being the daily lows as well as the previous 4H lows. And if we can get a breakout past this area, guys, oh boy, this guy it's gonna be, there's too much room to the downside, right? Too much room. And again, let me show you something. You have your previous daily lows all the way down here, which obviously will be your wick fill on the intraday, right? Your previous daily lows, which again will be another target. But the minute you start to go past the previous daily lows, that's when again you need to understand that gold has so much room to the downside, right? And yeah, very decent confirmation here, and it has so much room to the downside now. Just need to wait for the next bit of confirmation, because the trade number one is done for us. Next bit of confirmation will show up later, but there's a chance that this candle here will just drop now. We also have an imbalance down here, so you know there's plenty of room to the downside. Plenty of room to the downside, and most likely I'll try and scale in with something below the daily lows as well. Once this move here has done what it wants to do, I do want to see a pullback. If we can get a pullback on this candle here up to your key level of 59, and then from there if it drops, perfect. But if they do not give you a deeper pullback on this candle, then most likely your next bunch of positions will set up on the next 30-minute candle, which again will be the new 4H anyway, right? But so far this is a very decent play in the markets. You know, the chances of us seeing a drop, they're super high, right? I don't see anything at the moment which is suggesting bullish momentum. Super bearish the markets. Very decent position given out to you guys earlier. Very nice play. TP1 hit, and now most likely the next opportunity will set up later. It's a chill Friday. Again, make sure you guys are not over risking. Keep your risk low. Keep everything calculated. This is the name of the game, guys. If we have volatility today, honestly, gold can drop so nicely. Like literally, today is one of those days. It just gives you a Freaky Friday move, right? Usually the Freaky Friday move is one-sided. So, man, it's super inflated on the weekly, super inflated on the monthly. Like gold is super inflated right now, and it's formed so many imbalances to the downside. They need to drop the price, right? So if there is enough momentum in the markets today, I think today should be the day where we see that drop in the markets for sure. For sure. Because we have small range from yesterday, we have a imbalance from the day before. So the probabilities of us seeing a drop today are super high, right? The edge is on our side. Let's see what gold does. It's just a waiting game at this point, right? But I am expecting it to drop. It's still trading below your intraday 50%, your 4H 50%, super bearish. Has given you a break past the area, very high confirmation trade, which we took. SOs were very safe as well. Everything was perfect when it came to this position, right? Everything was perfect. Now you sort of just need to have patience and see what we can do with the next 4H. Because again, remember the current 4H lows are all the way down here. So essentially we need a wick fill, right? And another imbalance down here as well on the 30 minutes as well. So there's so many confirmations that price needs to come down. But one thing I can think of is the pullback, which they might want to give you, which could be with the new 4H. And if the pullback starts, it needs to respect the structure highs, right? So as long as the structure highs are being respected, this essentially should be a pullback area, the 59 to 60 level. And if they start to give you some sort of resistance up there, we can start taking it downtown again, right? Because we would anticipate that to be a pullback basically, rather than a pump. But again, it could just be an open and dump. We all know the nature of the 4H candle. They could just open the price and dump it. It might not give you any sort of a pullback, because it's barely giving you any rejections from down here anyway, still trading below the daily 50%. Again, understand how small the range is on the daily, right? Such a small range. So what are the chances of us not seeing a breakout today? We should see something significant. We had a very garbage range yesterday as well. Very garbage range yesterday. Again, has not even given you 100 pip play today either. The whole daily, it's not even 100 pips. So there is a massive range to the downside that we need to retest, right? We have a major imbalance on this candle here, 50% areas there, another imbalance on the lows. So the room to the downside, there's so much room to the downside, right? And again, we have potentially the new 4H coming up, which could be that crazy aggressive 4H candle, especially if this candle here closes below the main key levels, right? The next one has no business breaking past the highs. So if this support area here really is being respected, next one breaks the lows, you can essentially start using this support area as a new stop loss for another entry to the downside, right? But again, we are anticipating a deeper pullback on the 15 minutes, right? Pullback level being this. So let's see what happens. It's just a waiting game at the moment. How big is 5 pips? What? What do you mean by how big is 5 pips? I'm kind of confused. This is 5 pips. Right there. Oh man, don't tell me you're guessing how big 5 pips. Just use TradingView to actually measure, or your own broker, how much 5 pips is. This is 5 pips. Look, you see this, the numbers, look at the numbers. It says 1 2 3 4 5 5.5. These are micro pips, right? 5 0 50. It says 50 right there. That's 5 pips on gold.
That's like 50 points.
Yeah, 5 pips.
Micro points.
Yeah. basically. Don't tell me, my friend, you're guessing here how big 5 pips are, how big 100 pips. Hey, let me go on the charts today. I think that's 5 pips. I think that's 100 pips. You're funny, man. You're funny. But yeah, today is just a little chill session, guys. Friday, end the week on a good note. As you guys can see, it's dropping. Most likely with the next 4H, it's just gonna dump. It needs to give you that wick fill. That's the target number 1. And think about if in the next 5 minutes they start to go past the 4H lows, man, it's gonna start dumping. There's so much room to the downside. So much room to the downside. It's insane how much room we have to the downside. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. There is too much room to the downside, honestly. And again, see, this candle here is still struggling to even give you a pullback. It's just suggesting a lot of bearish momentum that even this candle is still struggling to even give you a pullback, right? Which is really, really good, because we know that these sell positions are going to set up again very soon. But at this point, I don't really care about like the pullbacks, to be honest with you guys, because of the imbalances that we have to the downside. If the aggression shows and they do give you some sort of aggressive play, I don't care about those 50% pullbacks. I'm looking for a breakout. I just want to place a stop loss in a decent place, because if you start paying attention to the 50% areas in terms of like pullbacks, because there will be a lot of aggression in the markets to the downside today, you'll most likely miss out. There's too many imbalances. So if you look at it from the HTF perspective, right, there's too many imbalances. Too many imbalances. Too many imbalances.
Very nice trade, bro.
Yeah, very, very nice trade. Very good trade.
Clean.
Very clean trade. Let's just see what they want to do with the new 4H. That's what I'm interested in. Because if they do start to give you a breakout past this area now, then there is always that chance they can again take the price up. But this 4H is closing as a rejection candle at this point. In the next 3 minutes, as long as they give you a close below this area, you're good to start looking for those sell positions, right? And yeah, the 4H is rejecting. So the next 4H technically needs to give us a breakout below this. That's where you will see a retest of the previous 4H lows, right? And the minute it starts to go past it, oh boy. And I think we're starting to see a breather candle forming. See that, right? Starting to see this breather candle forming at this point as well. Oof, look at the rejections, man. Every time it tries to give you a pullback, it just rejects. Nastiest rejection. Look at this rejection on the 1 minute. Oof, too many rejections, man. Yeah, I think gold's gonna sell off today very nicely. But again, for the next position, need more confirmations. Our previous position is done, so we need more confirmations for the next position, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next 4 hours can do the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We've got 2 more minutes left now. 2 more minutes left. Yeah, look at this breather closure. Oh, look at the way it's just rejecting, man. Damn, it's gonna dump. It's about to dump. It's about to dump. Literally about to dump. Crazy. Crazy, man. I think they're just gonna give you an open and dump at this point. No corrections whatsoever. It's crazy momentum to the downside. Insane momentum to the downside at the moment. And again, you know, it makes sense. I think the only way I see markets coming up as if they want to give you another choppy day in the markets. Otherwise, it's a clean downside play today in the markets. We should see a sell-off for sure. Very decent sell-off. Essentially, if the new 4H gives you a breakout past this area, yeah, this is the 4H now. If it gives you a breakout, it's gonna start dumping, man. There you go. If it goes 5 pips below, that's it. It's gonna start coming downtown. If it breaks 5 pips below the lows over here, so let's see if it gives you that 5 pip breakout. Please do not apply any aggressive risk management. Stick to the trading plans, everyone. There it is. There you go. There it is. Bingo. That's the bottom wick formed at this point now. Your bottom wick has been formed at this point as well. And yeah, as I said, it's going to most likely just drop now. There you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Come on. A little bit more. This is where the 4H can now give you that upper wick and then start selling off later once again. But if, as I said, the amount of aggression they have in the markets, man, most likely they will just give you a clean drop at this point. There you go. There it is. There it is. Boom. TB's hit, right? TB2
Yes,
hit
sir.
as well.
Yes, sir.
There it is. TB2 hits as well at this
TB2
point. At this point. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. I told you guys it's gonna drop. I told you guys it's gonna drop, man. I told you it's gonna drop, man. Don't underestimate the power of 4 shots, man. Drop some W's in the chat, man. Drop some W's in the chat. I told you guys it's gonna drop. I told you it's gonna drop. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Drop some W's in the chat. Look at this beast.
Bro, today, slippage on the TP.
That's what we like. Slippage on the TP is what we love to hear. You see slippage? I love slippage as long as it's slipping my TPs. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Drop some W's, guys. Drop some W's in the chat. And honestly, the potential that we have to the downside is insane. It's honestly insane. I'll be so honest with you guys. It's insane potential. Ooh, man, look at the breather candle, the previous 4H. Holy crap. You see the breather play on the previous 4H? That's insane, bro. Most likely could see another position setting up soon. But I think one thing I do want to pay attention to at the moment is the intraday lows. Because I rather now stay out of the market, let it drop but the thing is, you will see such a decent drop now, man. See, I told you guys, it's not even going to give you any pullbacks today because of the imbalances that we have to the downside, man. It's just insane imbalances. I told you guys it was going to drop. It was going to give you a nasty drop anyway. So anyway, next bit of confirmation which we need, it will most likely be a breakout below this. Once we have a breakout below this, then we know gold has now flipped quite bearish, right? Until then, there is that possibility of an upper wick still forming on this candle here, because this was the four. Guys, someone's mic, please. Someone's mic. I think I hear an elephant, honestly. Bro, it sounded like a little ones. I don't know who the little. Oh. Please, mics, guys. Whoever little ones is, please keep your mic muted. Thank you. Should I move SO to current 4H top? No, man. Just secure your profits. Secure your profits. The thing is, yes, you can, but at the moment, it's tricky because they can give you an upper wick. I'm gonna wait for an upper wick and then start looking for a drop again. At the moment, look at your 4H. It hasn't really broken the lows yet.
First trade is kind of done.
Yeah, the trade is done, man. The trade is done. We caught the sell off from that up there and then took it. Man, this, how many pips was this play altogether now? How many pips did you guys catch altogether on this? This was like a 35, 36 pip play if you held. Initially gave you 17 pips at the start, and then how many pips did they give you? 35, 36. Let me know, guys, in the chat, how many pips did you personally catch on this so far? TP2 area, and it has the potential of giving you hundreds of pips, right? It has the potential for sure. I secured most. I'm asking for runner. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. You can put the SOs above the 5-minute candles. If it's just a runner, you can start using the 5-minute candles, because there is a potential of a big runner setting up today. Big runner, man. Big runner. So you can start using the 5-minute highs as a SL. If it's a runner, most definitely you can do that. Man, I need something new to set up. Once they give you a 4H breakout, I want to see something below the 4H lows. That's where I'm interested in some sort of a sell-off again, because there still is that potential they can just form a double bottom from down here and then take the price all the way back up again, you know. But yeah, very decent trade taken. Straight to the TP, 30 pips for Khalid. William says BE. No way, William. How comes it's BE, man? How comes, bro? How did it become BE trade? Did you know secure? Even if you consider the 5 pip breakout, I think there is no way you got taken out at BE. But again, you know, risk management. Everyone has their own way of managing risk. I understand. That's completely fine. But yeah, very decent trade, guys. Very decent trade for a Freaky Friday move. My SO got hit. Damn, bro. Where was your SO video? Where did you place your SO, bro? Oh, maybe he put his SO at break even. Oh, did you put your SO at break even? Oh, okay. Nice. Let's see. At entry point. Yeah, entry point. Okay, nice. That's good. Yeah, I thought maybe your SO was tight or something. But yeah, at this point, a breakout below this, man, is gonna go crazy. The gold's gonna start sinking very nicely. Probably like one of those 100 pip plays. Let's look for an impulsive play below this as well. We're gonna look for an impulsive play below this. Oh, my screen kind of froze 2 seconds ago. Jeez. Okay, I need something below the intraday lows, because again, plenty of range. And to be fair, at this point, even using the 4H highs as a SO is decent. Let's see. Break of the previous 4H. How big the SO will be. 5 pips above the 4H highs. And let's say you're aiming for the Wickfield area. Let's say, cool. It's not valid at the moment. I'll let you guys know if it's valid, okay? Not valid at the moment. 53.74. I'll tell you if it's valid. Because the daily has too much range at this point, way too much range. But again, it's kind of tapping into this mess, isn't it? It really is. So the chances of us rejecting, they are high, super high, because of, yeah, look at this mess. Yeah, best to avoid the lows then, since there is no sustainable upwick either. But this is essentially daily lows breakout scenario setting up very nicely. And from the HTF perspective, it does make sense, because there are major imbalances to the downside. But once again, if it's a consolidation, they could just take out this liquidity and pump the price back up. I think best to wait for New York Stock Exchange open. Yeah, very decent breather candle, but once again, there is still that imbalance to the top side, right? I told you guys it will come down. I did tell you, man, and there it is. Very nice play in the market. Very nice so far. Wait for another play in a little bit, and yeah, man, once it sets up, let's give it a go.
Yes, sir. Beautiful trade, bro.
Very beautiful, man. Very beautiful. You see, for us, we just need the markets to move, man. And there's no way we're not going to win, you know?
Like this week has been tough.
Yeah. It was a tough week due to the consolidation that we faced majority of the times. But again, very, very decent play, man. Very decent play in the markets. Like, for what we were dealt with this week, we showed nothing but, you know, like, do you see the way we dealt with the markets this week? Man, have to be proud of ourselves. Insane performance on our end. The way we managed our risk, the way we secured these trades, insane performance on our end. Like, I don't like to big myself up. I don't like to big my team up. I don't like to big us up. But me and my team, me, Nuno, all of our team, we killed it this week, man. Like, the performance was insane. Gold's $3 movement book. 100% signing up to your course when I'm back off holiday. Appreciate that, my brother. And man, the way we honestly dealt with this week, I'm not even trying to big myself up, guys, but this is where people blow up their accounts. And the fact that we still killed it this week, man, I can be nothing but happy and proud of my team. Like, obviously all thanks goes to the Lord, the highest, but if you actually understand how tough this week was, and we came out unharmed, kept our drawdowns so small, secured as soon as we still secured profits within even today. Look at the price action that we were dealt with the whole week, man, and we came out unharmed. Look at this. Look what we were dealt with. Even on yesterday. Even yesterday we came out unharmed. Like, that's insane, man. That's insane.
Crazy.
Like, I can say nothing but good things about our team, because, you know, everyone can win, right? Everyone can win. That's all fun and games when you're winning. But when it comes to these tough weeks, these are the weeks that show what you are made of. These are the character building weeks. Either you give up on these weeks and you let your psychological state get affected and you blow up your account, you start over risking, you're frustrated, whatever, or you actually stick to your trading plan, act like a professional, treat this like a business, understand the bigger picture. That's what we done this week, man. I cannot be more proud of ourselves, honestly.
Yeah, bro, that's a business. Like, in a restaurant, not every week gonna be full of people, you know. Gonna be weeks that gonna be less people, and that's gonna be weeks that gonna pay all the year, you know.
Exactly, bro. I can't be.
It's a business.
Yeah, man. But like, if you actually look at our track record this week, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how well we managed our drawdown, how well we managed all the positions. You know, on the days that people blew up their accounts, we came out break even. That's insane risk management, bro. The way we dealt with the trades yesterday, remember?
Yeah, bro.
Crazy, man. Is bro, our risk management is actually, I think, so good. And
because the consolidation matters, bro. We need to like have a risk management like kind of more aggressive when you are in the consolidation, you know.
Yeah, because bro, the way we trade, right? We have a crazy win rate. First of all, we're super disciplined. We have insane risk management. Man, God is great, right? That's crazy. Like, when you actually think about it, the stage that we're at as traders is insane, bro. It's insane, bro.
This week, bro. Look.
This week was tough. Look what he's doing. Look, and we.
Nothing.
Bro, this is all retail liquidity, honestly. This is literally all retail liquidity, and we did not become part of the retail liquidity. We did not. Even today we secured profits, man. That's crazy, bro. That is insane. Like, think about it, you know, if our average human being sees this is, what is this, like And within this crap we can make money and not blow up our accounts. That deserves nothing but respect, man. Like, that's crazy, you know. And to a certain extent, I want everyone to understand, like, the way we do this is realistic, right? Like, this is, you can really make more than what you will make at your 9 to 5. Guys, now my Forex funds, probably one of the best prop firms, has removed the time limit on these challenges. You don't have a time limit anymore. You don't need to pass the challenge within 30 days or 20 days. So whenever you guys are serious, come join our private team and let's get you all funded. We'll give you a trading plan. We'll help you track everything. We're going to give you tips. So if you guys are really serious, jump on board and let's help you get funded. Let's get you 6-figure funded so you can escape this rat race, man. Because we were not born to work all of our life. No way. There's so much this world has to offer and you need to go and explore. And the only way you can really do that is by financially achieving freedom, right? Join a funded account now. I'm a lot less emotional and I'm not stressed so much and chase losses. I'll join my Forex funds as well when I'm back. Exactly. Look, I don't have any affiliation with any prop firm, so whatever prop firm you think is best for you, but if you are really serious about this, get those funding accounts, invest some money into it rather than investing it into a trading account. You can still have some fun with your live trading accounts, but have like a small deposit, right? You know, we can help you out with that as well if you have small money that you want to deposit into a live account. But get funded accounts. Let's get everyone here 6-figure funded, because that's so realistic nowadays. Honestly, that's me being so real with you guys. This is realistic, right? If you trade alongside us, we're part of the 5%. Believe me when I say this. Obviously, like, there are no 100% win rates, right, when it comes to the daily basis or the weekly basis. But guys, believe me when I say this. I'm not trying to big myself up, but we are crazy profitable. Like, it's insane how good we are. And again, success in this business can mean different things, right? Success doesn't mean that you make profits every day. Success also means that when you are going through something like this, you come out unharmed. You survive for the week that's ahead of you. That's what you call success in this business, right? And we've had major success this week. Major success, man. It's crazy. Made my profit today. Thank you so much. Have to go. See you guys on Monday. Take care, bro. Make sure you do drop a like on stream. Take care and we'll see you on Monday. Okay, so again, the 4H does not have any momentum to the top side, and I did suggest that something like this can happen because you've got major imbalances to the downside, man. It's insane how much of an imbalance you have to the downside. So even if they start to sell the markets here now, I would not be surprised. Honestly, I would not be surprised. But one thing we do need to consider is that we have a major liquidity area down here as well. So it's a safe bet looking for any positions down to this area, but from there you can get U-turn. But I think waiting for the NYSE is the most sensible thing that you can do as a trader at the moment.
We're gonna have news at 3 too, so
exactly.
plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And you guys know, usually when there is news, we extend our session by another half an hour. So there it is. We were plenty of time. Secured one position at the moment. I'm not really interested in anything until it sets up, but yeah, again, I want you guys to really understand, if you can get 6-figure funding as a trader, you just need 1 to 3 profitable trades in a whole month, and you will most likely make more than what you will make at your 9 to 5. Like average. Okay, answer me this question, guys. What do you think the average person makes? Okay, so let's do like a little educational poll. So I'll give you guys different categories, right? So again, I don't know who will answer, so this will be very much so it will be discreet, right? No one can actually see who answered, so we'll make a little poll. Wait, where is hold on a second. We're gonna make a little poll right now, and I want you guys to answer this for me, okay? And then from there, I'll show you guys. I don't need 6 figures. I'm from third world country. Yeah, but it doesn't matter which country you're from, man. It doesn't matter.
Don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself, bro. That's self-limiting belief. So what? I come from a third world country as well. Should I start saying, you know what? I'm from a third world country.
Yeah, bro, same
blah, blah,
as
blah.
me, you know.
Bro, understand the history of your country, man. 4 figure is enough here. No, man. No. When there is 7 figure, 8 figure you can hit, why would you settle for 4 figure? No way. You need to switch up your mindset, man. You need to rewire your brain. When you sort of are satisfied with 4 figures, you're never going to get to a point where you hit 6 figures, because you have self-limiting beliefs which you have imposed upon yourself. You have to shoot for the, yes, there you go, I'm shooting for the moon, and that's correct, man. When there is, if you can make millions, why would you be satisfied with couple hundreds or couple thousands, right? Hit the million mark, and then from there just like keep on upping it, because life is all about leveling up. So you have to always level up. How do you make these polls again? I forgot.
Yeah, bro, and 4 figures might be nice in a third world country, but on other country, you know, like it's kind of not be enough, you know.
Yeah, man, it's nothing. It's nothing. 4 figure is nothing. It's nothing. Especially where I live, 4 figure is nothing, man. Literally. Okay, I want you guys to answer a question for me. Even if you live in the West, what's something that you can roughly make? Let's say you are an average person in London. How much could you make after a whole month? And I'm talking about average. I'm not talking about the people above average or below average. From your experience, if you are, or whatever, you can also say, or you can also tell me the average from wherever you're from, whatever the average is. You can just tell me if it's the US or if it's a third world country. What's the average that people make in a month? Let me know in the chat. I'm very addicted. I'm a very addict like gym. Soon as I go gym and see a pump, I want to get bigger, like making money, building capital. Soon as I made my first 10k, I wanted to make 100k. Yes, sir. I'm an engineer. I make 52k a year before tax. Ooh, before tax. After tax, they're probably crazy.
Probably
man.
50%.
No, not 50%. On
No?
52k, you don't pay 50%. I think you pay about, if I'm not incorrect, it's about 20+% though. But it's not 50%. Oh, he's not from the UK. Okay. So, oh, UK from, oh, he's from the UK. Okay. So there you go. 10 to 20k, 50k. Guys, like, you can't do anything with it, man. I make about 10k a year in Birmingham and I'm 20. That's crazy, man. Like, I'm not even saying this to brag or anything. I've made 10k in a day. This is me being so real. And that's through trading. There was no way I could have made 10k. Oh, I could have, because I was actually doing very well on YouTube. When I was 16, I got my first paycheck. Like, I remember getting paid about £4,000 in a month from YouTube, and I was 16 years old, 17 years old. I was like, holy crap, bro! My no one I know is gonna make this much in a month, and I've just made this much from YouTube. And so that always that messed up my mindset from young age. $400 a month in Jamaica, crazy, man. Like, you guys need to understand, there are people out here. Like, I remember, so for me, I don't gamble, but I'm a very curious human being. I'll tell you guys, right? So I went to this casino in Mayfair. Mayfair is a very prestigious area in London. I was like, okay, cool. I don't gamble because, again, it goes against my religion, so I don't gamble. I was just curious. I wanted to go there just to see what happens, right? I enter the casino and, bro, all I saw was literally Arabs. I saw Arabs. I did not see a single white person there. I did not see a single black person there. I saw all Arabs. This is in London. And so I don't know how usually gambling works, right? Because I've never done it in my life, never been interested. I was like, okay, cool. I asked the manager there, the manager of the casino, and she was telling me some information about it. She goes to me, you see that person there? He's hired a private table, and the only way you can hire a private table with us is if you spend a minimum of, I think, £50,000. So there was a man in front of my eyes, and he was playing with £50,000, and this guy literally had a Richard Mill on his wrist, RM on his wrist, right? The guy had a RM on his wrist, which is worth like £400,000, £500,000. That's someone's. That's so like, I know the kind of money that's out there, and until you start changing your perception of money, you cannot get that kind of money. If you think 10k, 20k, 30k a month is a lot, I saw a guy blowing up £50,000 in front of my eyes for fun. That was pleasure for this guy. Losing 50, 60,000 pounds in a night was pleasure for this guy. Think about it. There are people out here with crazy amount of money. And you know the funny thing was, right? I asked the manager at casino, okay, so how does it work usually? You know, how does your clientele works? She goes to me, oh, so you have to obviously prove to us where your money comes from. And this is where again it opened my eyes again. She goes to me, you need to prove to us where your money comes from, either inheritance, businesses, investment, properties. Not once did she mention a job. Not once did she mention a job. And again, the only people in this casino are the ones blowing up money. This is a prestigious casino in Mayfair, you know? It's very exclusive. So again, like, I was like, it again showed me like, look, there is no way that you can go to this kind of place if you do a 9 to 5. So that's just one story that I have. But guys, trust me, like, there is so much money in this whole, wherever you live, trust me, there will be the top tier people with a lot of money. Like, people have so much money, they don't know what to do with money. And that's the thing, as a trader, you cannot have any emotions attached with money. It's just a number, it goes up and it goes down. So you cannot have any sort of emotions attached with drawdowns, because you can recover from drawdowns, can't you? You can. As long as you haven't blown up your account, you're completely fine. Just have a trading plan in place and invest in yourself. Honestly, invest in yourself. Like, what we are offering here now is something crazy, because it took me years to even get to this stage. And if I can offer this to you guys, trust me, invest in yourself and jump on board, and let us help you get 6-figure funded so you can start making some serious money as well and escape the rat race. And when I say serious money, even when you are funded, you might make 10, 20, 30 grand a month, which is nothing, guys. You need to honestly start aiming for crazy figures. You need to start aiming for 100k months. You need to start aiming for millions. That's what you need to aim for. You need to stop aiming for a couple £1,000 a month. No, there are people out there blowing up someone's yearly wage in a single hour. Just always remember this, right? Always remember this. Okay, anyway, we're still waiting at the moment. We need some sort of a pullback. Once we have some sort of a pullback, we'll start looking for something decent. And so again, I always want you guys to remember, right? You see the BS that they sell you of like, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, work hard, and that's how you get rich. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. That's the BS they want to sell you, because they want you to, again, always be distracted. The way to make money is by generating a lot of money, and then that money that you have generated has to make you more money, because money makes money. So how can you generate money? You need to understand, you need to have a reach, right? The only way you can have a reach is by being on social media. It is a digital age now, guys. Forget about your basic stuff that used to work back then, your basic jobs. It's not going to work anymore. Most of these things are going to be replaced by AI anyway, right? Even now, look at AI. You can literally replace pretty much everything. You can code AI to do anything, right? So think about it. In a couple more years, everything will get replaced. Inflation's off the roof, literally. The man is there is about to be a crazy gap. Is gonna be the have lots and have nots. There will be no more middle class anymore. So the earlier you realize this, the better for you. And trust me, guys, time is changing and really bad time is coming up. But also, if you are smart, really good time is coming up as well. Always understand this. Things are not going to get better for you. Like, they're never going to make it easier for you. Like, the system is you're supposed to lose. The odds are stacked up against you the minute you were born. The odds were stacked up against you. So if you listen to the advice that they give you, it will never work. Anyway, NYSE is here. Let's get back to it. Let's focus. I sort of want to remove everything here. Let's remove everything here now. NYSE needs to technically give us a breakout, and most likely it'll be a very aggressive breakout. If we can start to see a breakout past this area in basically the second 5 minutes, then I'm interested in another sell-off, because the potential that we have to the downside, it's insane, guys. It's insane. Okay, you've got the previous 4H area, which we might have to measure again. It's the same exact area, which is perfect. And so now we've got the current 4H, right? If this candle here can give us some sort of upper wick, every day I go like, whenever I leave my office, I see 2 free cars that I see consistently on daily basis, right? And let me tell you something, right? You cannot park outside my office, right? But if you do park there, they will fine you, and you have to pay, I think it's £100 to £150 fine. Bro, majority of the people are not making that much in a day. And there are some people who are paying that much just to park their cars every day. So again, understand that there are levels to everything in life, guys. Like, there are levels to everything in life. Like, your dream job that you might want, because it will make, you might make 50, 60K a year. Someone's blowing that money in a day. Your daily target that you want to get to, which might be £100, £200 a day, someone's paying that in a parking fine every day. So always understand that there are levels to this, and never impose self-limiting beliefs upon yourself. Why do you prefer to trade at office and not at home? Just a question. So when you trade at home, you become very lazy. You don't have because the thing is, right, that culture that they promote on Insta, it's not correct. Trading is very systematic, guys. First of all, if I'm trading from home, I will have a lot of distractions. I cannot have distractions. I'm in a room where I cannot hear anyone else. I cannot see anyone else. Like, all I see is the screens. Laser focused here, right? If I'm at home, I'm going to be distracted. If I'm at home, I will wake up whenever I want to wake up. Guess what? I have to wake up early. I have to freshen up. I have a routine before I get to the office. I have to freshen up. I have to take my cold showers. I have to wake up, right? It puts me in the right mindset. And then I'm in my building. In this building, there are only millionaires in my building. I'll be so honest with you guys. Majority of the people that work here are millionaires. They have businesses, like a lot of watch guys as well, a lot of watch traders. There's many people here, right? So again, when I'm putting myself in this place, guess what? I'm putting myself in the right mindset to again succeed. Guys, this is all about your mental. If you can enhance your mental, everything else will fall into place. Imagine if I was to just wake up, get out of my bed, don't freshen up, be lazy, and just start trading. That's going to reflect onto my charts. Guess what? I'm up, I'm ready, I'm prepared in my office. Man, that takes a lot to do that every single day, because I don't live near my office. I have to travel. It takes a lot. But guess what? It's like you have this tough mindset, and then that reflects onto the charts. When I'm coming to my office now, I know that I cannot F up, because I put in so much effort just to get here, right? Yeah, I have had no, just think about it, right? the amount of effort I've put in just to get here, do you think I'm just gonna come on here and start doing some silly crap? Hell no. Listen, I'm keeping my calm, my composure. I'm behaving, right? So does that make sense? Trading from home is something that does not work for me because I'm not putting in any effort to even trade. But when I put in so much effort just to get to the point where I'm trading, because I can't trade from home, oh boy, I've taken all the computers out of my room and I've also deleted MetaTrader 5. I'm telling you guys, because I was going through this crazy rough patch where I was always just on charts, man. I've had these problems trading at home. I agree with you, trading requires discipline. Exactly, because look, again, trading requires discipline. What am I doing? Every single day I'm being disciplined, am I not? It requires me to be very disciplined if I want to get to the office every day on time. I have a morning routine. I can't trade from home, so if I don't get to my office, guess what? I can't trade, right? So you got to understand all of these things. I really just do them for my mental, because it's a psychological business, right? So that's all it is. It's just I do all of these things for my mental,
for the
basically.
for the
That's the only
people that
reason. It's not that I want to come across fancy and I'm trading from this fancy office, blah blah blah. It's got nothing to do with that. It's more about being. It's all about creating that routine which will reflect onto my charts, right? That's all it is. You have better patience than the French police.
and bro, for the people that trade at home, I think
Yeah, man.
that's some good strategy
And
that
that's the
they
thing, guys.
can
Again,
do, you know.
if I can tell you one thing, is that trading, like everything that you do in your life will reflect onto the charts, right? So make sure everything's correct in your life, everything's on point in your life. You know, you're taking care of your health, you're taking care of yourself, you're growing every single day mentally. It will reflect onto your charts, guys. Trust me, it will reflect onto your charts. You need to increase your perception as a human being every single day. You know, you could have a perception which can be enhanced every single day. Your perception can be enhanced of life, and the minute your perception stops, like you stop growing, that's the day you start to decline. That's how I see it, right? Like there is no, you know, you don't just get to a point in life where you just either don't enhance your perception or you don't decline your performance, right? I think it either goes up or it goes down. It doesn't stay still. That's what I believe. So every single day you have two choices. Either you become 1% better, or you just become lazy and you start to become 1% worse. That's one thing I've experienced. I can vouch for this. If you stop becoming better, you start becoming worse. That's one thing I truly believe, honestly. And as a trader, guys, we need to become better every single day. Yeah, I think the pullback might be done at this point. They might be able to give us a nice clean drop. Honestly, I can see it setting up. Look at that. Pullback done. They took some liquidity out. First 5 minutes causing a fake out now. If this starts to break past the lows, clean fake out, isn't it? Break of the previous 30-minute candle. Lows will also give you a break of the 4H lows, will they not? Yeah, look at this. And that's going to be your daily lows also getting violated, right? Okay, I like this position of 53.87 entry, and it should be like a volatile play to the downside as well, right? But how big of a SL can we place on this? Because again, I do want to target the 40% area. 22 pips, because we're expecting aggression in the markets, right? That's the thing. We're expecting aggression in the markets. Yeah, it's a decent play, to be fair, because they've given us a pullback now. 58.81 being the SL, and if they do start to break past the lows, not only that you're seeing a break past the 30-minute lows, you're also seeing a break past the 4H lows, right? And then from there, we all understand how much range we have to the downside. We've got so much range to the downside, guys. That's the thing, right? So essentially, we are also calculating the range within this 4H candle. So now, if it starts to sort of trade below the 50% area, essentially it's becoming bearish, right? That's why we are not looking for any position above the highs. But the minute it starts to go give you a breakout past this area, you can see something very aggressive down to your 52 level. And if it starts to go past the 52 area, then 50 area can become a decent TP, to be fair. Because 50 again being that psychological level for us, right? It can be a very decent TP, the 50 area. But only when it's ready to sell off, right? And again, you've got news coming in, so I think it's best to just stay out of the markets now, to be honest, until we get some sort of numbers, right? Once we have the numbers, that's when we can start anticipating something. So yeah, nothing should be taken until news drops. Bro, take over for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, guys, Freaky Friday. I always like the Freaky Friday. Yeah, guys, about the, like, I'm talking about to IUB. Bro, I trade at home too, but I have some straight routine, you know, that I do. Like, I don't just wake up in the bed here and just, I didn't like go trading in a second, you know. I wake up, I drink water, you know, that's the first thing that I do. Then I go for a 30 minutes cardio, you know, some cycle, like chill cardio, you know, like nothing to like tire you up too much, you know, just to wake up the brain, like sweat a little bit, you know. Then I go for a cold shower. Then I dressed up, proper clothes, you know, normal clothes of that you go like to restaurants, you know, like normal clothes, not like some normal clothes that be in home, you know, like pretty nice clothes, and you start trading. That's my routine. Oh, okay, I forget one thing. I drink like a big cup of coffee too. I think for the people that trade in a home, that's the best thing to do, you know. You can't just wake up and start trading, you know. So you guys, if you guys trade at home, try to do that stuff, you know, and yeah, you're gonna see the difference. Your brain gonna be like working fine, you know. Working fine as hell. I really like it. So yeah, if you guys wanna try it, just give me some feedback here on the live streams. When we come live, we can say something like that, because it really helps you have a routine, you know. I personally wake up like 3 hours before trading, you know, sometimes 2.5, you know, but normally 3 hours are like before starting trading, you know. So you guys can see that's not a thing that I wake up and 2 minutes later I'm trading. No, because I'm gonna be like dehydrated, I'm gonna be sleepy, I'm gonna be, you know, no, it's just not good. And yeah, I'm starting to go to gym too, like at the end of the day. I just prefer to do the cardio on the start of the day, because yeah, I don't really like cardio, you know, so I just do the cardio in the morning and then strength at the end of the day. What do you guys think about it? Tell me some feedbacks that what you guys think about it. Because yeah, some of you can have some different experience, and yeah, we learn every day. But this way, I'm feeling so nice, so nice, so nice. 25 people here. Let's see, 25 likes, at least 25 likes. Let's see, we just gave out a pretty good position, you know, plus 30 pips. I think we deserve a like, you know. Don't tell me the market's gonna start consolidate again, please. This week has been enough consolidation. But yeah, news should break out of the consolidation. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. Brilliant inflation expectations, consumer sentiment. What do you guys think about the news? Do you think the news should wanna drop the price or gonna pump the price? What do you guys think about it? Level of confidence. Yeah. Let's see. 13 minutes for the news. 13 minutes. Let's see the numbers and let's take a good position today. Another one. They need to give us something today because damn, this week they consolidate the price at its finest. Crazy consolidation. Crazy.
Oh man, I've not had a Red Bull in a while, to be honest. In a while. But yeah, guys, again, today you need to understand your psychological state is very important, right? Like the way. So as an example, right? Let's say, right? Imagine I am a trader and Nuno is a trader, right? Imagine my target today was £500, but I made £5,000. What do you think is going to happen to me approaching the next week if I was to do that today on Friday? Hey, Nuno, what do you think?
Oh, I think you're gonna start aiming for the 5,000.
I'll have overconfidence, right?
Exactly.
I'll be like
push.
Yeah,
push.
and the next week now, because I made £5,000 today, and I was aiming for just like £500, so I made crazy money, right? What do you think will happen to me next week? Guess what? I would not be satisfied with the £500 anymore. I would aim for the 5,000 or something much more, because as humans we always want to up here a notch, don't we? So we always want to level up, don't we? So now I would want to hit £6,000 the week after. But when you keep your profits consistent and you keep your losses consistent, guess what? It's very boring. You just do the same thing every single day. You don't aim for the moon and you don't sink like the Titanic. But imagine today, if rather than losing £500, I lost 5,000. What would happen to me approaching the next week? You know.
Yeah, the kind of FOMO to recovery, to recover everything, you know.
So do you see why it's so important to keep your wins and the losses consistent? Even if you aim for the moon and it works out, because you can hit home runs, don't get me wrong, as a trader, you most definitely can. I've hit many home runs in my time as a trader, right? But those home runs only come once in a while. If you try and hit the home runs every day, markets will humble you. And it's actually okay to hit the home runs. After losing 3K this week, you are basically my therapist. Oh, that's crazy, bro. But look, Mike, you need to understand, my brother. Try and understand this, right? Bro, would you rather want to make millions and like in a year or 2 or 3 years, you know that cool. If you stick to the plan, you will make millions. Or would you rather like gamble every single day in hope of making millions? So there is a strategy and a plan that can get you to the millions. All you have to do is just follow it. It doesn't mean that the plan is going to be fun. It might be boring as hell. That's what trading is supposed to be. Or you could, again, every single day, hope for the home run, which could work, but what's the probability of you becoming a millionaire in a day? Probably 0.0001, right? So would you rather...
Yeah, less.
Exactly. So do you see the quicker way of becoming a millionaire is actually less possible? Does that make sense in terms of probabilities? If you're trying to become a millionaire quicker, the probabilities are stacked up against you. But when you're trying to become a millionaire in like a year or 2 or 3, then the probabilities are more on your side. And the minute you hit 6 figures and you've hit 6-figure plus, the probabilities also start to go in your favor even more. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah, and the perception of money, bro, because
exactly,
I see some stats about the lottery. People that win the lottery,
They lose
80%
it.
of the times lose it at all.
They
You know,
lose
so
it. They lose it. They don't know how to manage that kind of money,
exactly.
bro. They don't know. They lose their head. They become overconfident, just how traders become overconfident when they start making a lot of money. They think they cannot be faced by markets. And I say this because I'm very experienced, right? I've experienced all of this, guys. Everything that I say, everything that leaves my mouth is my experience. Trust me. I remember, I think I told you guys that story when I was averaging £1,000 a day, right? And I took this account from like 1,000 to 10,000, and then from 10,000 I took it to 20,000, and then I was trying to take it to 100,000, and boom, one day lost it all.
Yeah,
one day
that's tough, bro.
Lost it all. One day. That day, markets humbled me. That's just one story I have, guys. I have a lot of stories, right? So try and understand from my experience, right? Whatever I say has logic behind it, right? And also try and understand what I'm saying. You know, break it down. Guys, when you keep your wins consistent, that's why I tell you guys, look, secure the profits. Secure the profits. Stop trying to catch every single pip. Just secure. Secure. When you secure, you will not only boost up your psychological state, your PNO will also go up. It might not be a crazy spike up, but everything realistic in life, if you look at it in terms of the charts, nothing just goes up, right? Unless it's a crypto coin. It's a very gradual process to the top side, right? Very gradual. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up and it comes down. But when it comes down, let me annotate what I'm talking about. Anything in life, right? It goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. And all you want to do is the downside, control it. Just control the downside, right? Control it, control it, control it. If you are someone with a mindset of like, it just needs to go up like this was my mindset for a very long time. I'll be so honest with you guys. It was my mindset. I am not going to lie to you guys. I never thought about this. I was like, no, I'm too smart, I'm too clever. But now I understand that this is how you still make money, but It's just that even though it's like this, it could still be a lot of money, right? You're still making a lot of money. It might be slow, but when you make money, it's a lot of money compared to what other people make. Whereas if you make a lot of money this way, cool, you might make triple the amount that you might make by following this curve. But guess what? When you lose way more, because the crashes are something you cannot prevent. It will eventually crash. I promise you it will, guys. Trust me. It will crash. It will crash. It will crash. And when it does crash, because your psychological state has been affected so much now, because you thought you were the trading god, you were untouchable, you were the man of the hour, you were the man of the day, you were everything. All of a sudden you've been humbled by the markets. Many traders have been humbled by the markets. Well, when I say many, 100% of the traders who trade have been humbled by the markets. 95% of those gave up. 5 to 10% of those are still here. And probably out of those 5 to 10%, another 50-60% will give up. That's how tough this business is. So understand what kind of mindset you need to have in order for you to succeed. Look at the views we have on the stream right now. Guess what? It's a tough week. Why do you think the views are so low? Because the crazy spikes are not happening. People want to jump on the bandwagon when you're making a lot of money, right? But that's the thing though. Those people fail to understand. These streams are the ones with the most amount of value. Does that make sense? Because these are the ones which will actually build your character. Those streams when we're making consistent profits. So we actually were on a crazy win streak, right? We were making so much money. We had so many views. We had a crappy week because the markets were slow. We had a really good week, right? But because the markets were slow, the profits were not as much.
Yeah, in the head of the people, like, you know.
Exactly. And guess what? Boom, numbers dropped. But that's the thing though. It shows you why 95 to 98% of the people lose money in trading, because again,
and that's the stats, bro.
Man,
on the numbers of the views.
I see it. I actually see it now. And before, you know, because I wasn't putting myself out there as much. I was very much in my own little bubble. I never understood why so many people fail. Because now I understand human psychology. And if you understand a psychological state of a normal person, all they want is those crazy rush of endorphins that get released, right? When you're hitting those profitable trades. That's all they want. They just want to be there for the highest. So I truly believe everyone that comes into trading has this mentality of crazy spikes up, profits, the holy grail. It does not exist. The holy grail does not exist. It can go up like this, and that's where you need to control this. If you think that you can find a mentor that can provide this, give me his number, because I will also buy his course, because he probably has a course if he's saying that this is how trading's done. And we do not have a course, by the way, because we actually do this for a living. This is how we make our money, right? And believe me, those mentors will fool you. Those Insta gurus will fool you. You know, all of those guys who say they've taken 5k to 50k or 50k to millions or £100 to £1,000. Tell them to show you proof, and the proof has to be on a FCA regulated broker. I do not want proof on a broker where they can book all the trades. So I want proof on a FCA regulated broker that someone has taken 50k to millions or hundreds to thousands. We trade on FCA regulated brokers. So there is no way we can fake it. That's why we don't tell you that you always make profits, because we actually do this for a living. You will take losses, you just have to control them, right? That's all it is. And if you cannot handle the losses, then this is not the business to be in. It's very simple. You need to go find something else. It's not this business. You're not made for this business. You're not built for it, you know?
Yeah, bro, but every business, you're not made you're not
built for it. You're not built for it. You need to Find a sugar mommy or a sugar daddy. That's the only business that's gonna work for you, I swear.
It's funny, bro.
Man, sometimes, when I'm talking, I'm not even talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself. Oh, probably super positive numbers, right? Yeah. Check the numbers for me, probably super positives. If they load up for you before they load up for me. But most likely they can give you a decent drop from here. Yeah, positive numbers. And
positive.
the other one is forecast. Yes, sir. Wait, what were the forecasted numbers for the orange folder? 65. Okay, perfect. Positive numbers. If we do get a breakout past the 4H area, I think it can be a very decent trade. It really can. But again, as I said, we need to wait for the first 15 minutes. So the next 15 minute can give us that upper wick. But most likely this is where I think they will sink the price now for the rest of the day. Your Freaky Friday move. They will start sinking the price. Remember I told you guys, this will most likely be your pullback, and then break of the lows, they'll start sinking the price, right? Anyway guys, we do want to keep our live streams a little bit exclusive for the private members as well. So very successful session here, but I think we will be calling it a session here, and we'll trade with our private team now. I really appreciate every one of you guys. Have a blessed weekend, and we will see you guys next week. And again, remember, today is very important, so don't overtrade, and have